I have another video that
Mhm.
shows on Iranian TV how they are talking about. It's a good clip that shows how the national TV stations in Iran are talking about the attack of Hamas on Israel, how they're covering that. So we just recorded another video, me and Elliot. We showed how many Iranian people do not support Hamas, and they are actually have a complete different view from their own government. And now I have something from the Iranian national TV that shows the other side of this. The reason why this clip is actually a good representative is because it seems like it's a response to seeing how many people online are actually supporting Israelis and condemning the attack on innocent civilians. It seems like this guy, at least on Iranian TV, is frustrated to see that. Let's see what he says. He says, I have seen many Israeli social media accounts.
بگم خیلی دیدم تو شبکه‌های اجتماعی اینا بعضی همین اکانت‌های اسرائیلی و اینا در
Okay, so the accounts that are trying to garner sympathy and to engage the public on an emotional level. So when you say garner sympathy, it means like he's talking about sympathy for all these innocent civilians in Israel being gunned down,
Shame,
right? And
shame on those
killed.
accounts. Shame on those
Yeah,
accounts,
shame.
right? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
that's ridiculous. Yeah, he's really not starting off on a good foot, is he?
He's talking about, women being children being killed. He's like, oh, they're trying to garner sympathy for that. Okay,
It's
so
just pulling the emotions card. I wonder why.
yeah. Yeah.
تحت تاثیر قرار دادن مردم سعی می‌کردن که عواطف مثلا مردم رو به دست بگیرن وای
So by saying, look what happened to this woman here or that kid there.
Literally mentioning it. Holy crap.
Mentioning he's actually mentioning kids. It's like, okay, yeah.
I fear I fear our exaggerations are going to be spot on this time again.
Yeah.
That has happened before and it's only depressed me, but okay, let's see where he goes.
I just also want to remind you that these are the people who claim that we don't have morality and they are the, they have the religion that gives you morality. I just wanted to mention that. Okay.
مثلا این زن اینجوری شد وای اون مثلا بچه این شکلی شد اون
or that Israeli man who was wounded.
مرد اسرائیلی مثلا آی زخمی شد و اینا اولا
okay, or that Israeli man was wounded or something like that. Okay, so first of all, he wants to say the Israelis are aggressors. Remember that he was just talking about kids right before this.
Literally
so
said kid.
He just a second ago he talked about kids. Apparently that kid is also fair game because he or she is an aggressor. Okay. Right?
قاصبن خب رفتن سرزمین
Imagine someone showing up and taking your home.
کشوری یا مثلا که یکی بیاد خونه شما رو بگیره
and when you try to take it back
شما که میخوای اینو از خونت پرت کنی بیرون یکی بیاد بگه
that same person complains that he chipped a nail or was wounded. Okay, so he's talking. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Armin, I have a question here. If somebody came and took my home, would that be wrong of them? I say yes. Do you also agree? Yes.
Yeah.
If in an attempt to get my home back, I slaughter their family indiscriminately.
Oh.
Do you think that's also bad?
Well, I mean, that's just getting to getting your nail chipped or something like that.
Yeah. That's a great analogy he's made, isn't it?
Right.
All right. Yeah. Getting worse already. Okay.
Right. Oof. By the way, I mean, I disagree with the whole taking your home narrative, okay, because I don't want to get into history and stuff, but I don't think that's a fair description of what happened. But even if it was, you are murdering innocent people, including children.
That was my point. Yep.
Yes, exactly. And you're comparing that, somebody took your home and they're complaining about getting their nails chipped. That's and killing people, including children. That is not okay. I don't need to explain any longer.
آقا مثلا ناخونت کشیده شد این مثلا زخم شد که شد
like they are wounded, to hell with them. They were killed, to hell with them.
He's just saying it.
Yeah, he's just saying it. Including I didn't mention kids.
Yeah,
he mentioned kids.
He brought it up.
To hell with them. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
To hell with them, apparently.
که کشته شدن رفتن
they occupied Palestine, and now they are upset that they are being mistreated. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, folks.
Unbelievable.
That's the toxicity that you often find coming from religion. It
Yeah.
justifies these atrocious actions in response to atrocious actions. That is not the correct moral stance. That is just blatantly obvious, and so many people agree with that. And this guy's over here just saying the obviously wrong thing very proudly, seemingly in front of an audience. It looks like he's on stage. So
Yeah.
just mind-blowing, man.
Mm,
Mind-blowing.
mm.
کشور فلسطین رو اشغال کردن، حالا مثلا ناراحتن این که چرا باشون بدرفتاری شده. راجب
As for the other things they are saying, all that talk about women and old ladies, okay?
We didn't bring it up, y'all. He did.
Yeah, he's
Again.
bringing. Yeah. Yeah.
بقیه آدم ها هم زن و نمیدونم پیرزن و فلان و اینا هم که مثلا میگفتن، ببینید
Look, there is no such country as Israel. I don't know what has got to do with the other one, but
Yeah,
there
I
is a
don't know if he's
country.
going to finish that thought or not. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no
Okay,
idea.
so because there's no, first of all, there is a country,
There is.
as there is a country called Israel.
Yeah.
There is no country called Palestine. I hope one day there's a country called Palestine,
That would be great.
but currently there is no country. But this has nothing to do
I know.
with killing and kidnapping and taking hostage women and children, and also old ladies. So let's say there is no country called
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's give him all the
I
toys.
just want to see how does that
What's
make
the
it
connection?
okay
Mhm.
to kill women and take old women as hostage. Okay.
Mhm.
ما که سرزمینی به اسم اسرائیل نداریم. اینها
Okay.
از کشورهای
They have gathered from various countries. So they have gathered from various countries to go and live in occupied lands. Okay. So I think he's saying because they don't belong here. So I guess that's okay to kill them now because they don't belong
I
here.
see.
I
I
think
see.
that's what he's saying. But
Okay.
maybe I'm misrepresenting him.
Yeah, we'll see.
مختلف جمع شدن رفتن در یک سرزمین غصبی زندگی کنن. رفتن تو یک
They went to live in a big military base called Israel. Okay.
پادگان بزرگی به نام اسرائیل.
Oh.
همشون جزئی از این
Oh,
I
so
think
he's
I'm-
trying to say they are all armed. They're all military.
That's
this is-
exactly what I
good-
think that's exactly what I think. And is there some Islamic
Ah.
roots to that? I seem to remember something about there being a commandment about going to find the non-believers, and that being connected to another verse about how the non-believers just like existing by themselves or like spreading corruption, and so you should always be waging a war against them. I don't know if that's totally right, but like, yeah, he
Yeah.
is saying every single person is actually a combatant. The
Including the
86-year-old
children, which
grandmother,
really,
the children,
yeah.
right.
He mentioned it. He was like, "Old lady, well,
Mhm.
let me tell you, it's not a country. This
Mhm.
is a military, but the entire
Mhm.
Israel is a military base. So even the old lady,
Mhm.
according to this man's logic, is
Mhm.
considered to be an armed combatant or something,
And which
not a
again-
civilian, basically."
And
Yeah.
which again, you have predicted that he's likely going to say, thus this means we can do whatever we want with them, which is obviously again an absolutely heinous view. He hasn't said it yet, but I think that's
Right.
about to be the next statement that he's going to say now that he's made them all enemy combatants. So
Well, let's see. Yeah. They are all part of this Israeli Zionist land grab, crime, and aggression.
این معرکه زمینخواری و جنایت و قساوت اسرائیلی هستن، صهیونیست‌ها هستن. خب ترحم
There should be no mercy for them.
Oh, see, he did
Yeah,
it better
just
than us.
put it out there.
It was more
Yeah, yeah.
succinct. It was straight to the freaking point. He was just
Yeah.
like, absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely.
Every time I think like we have to actually explain what this man is trying to say, like with hint, like nudge, nudge. Like, no, we don't need to explain. I just have to wait a little few seconds
No subtext.
because I feel like he's going to try to. Yeah, I feel like he's just going to say just something in a subtle way, and I have to explain it to you. But no,
Nope.
he will just say it. He will just say it. Okay.
Just gonna outright
Let me-
admit that doing whatever you
Yeah.
want to children and old ladies in this
Oh.
scenario is exactly right.
Yeah.
ندارن اینا. یعنی اون که ما در ادبیات خودمون داریم ترحم بر پلنگ تیزدندان.
Oh, this is like a saying. Okay,
Mm,
mercy for a sharp-toothed tiger is a crime against the sheep. Okay,
interesting.
so this is basically essentializing Jews as like it's innate, like they
Mhm.
are innately the aggressors.
Mhm.
And he's saying that showing mercy upon every single Israeli,
Mhm.
including the old ladies and the children, is actually a crime against the people that they are oppressing. You have to kill Israeli children, apparently, according to this man, as a way to stop the crime against Palestinians, according to this man's logic.
That's
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. And again, remember in this analogy here he's bringing us, folks, the sheep is Hamas, the
Oh
organization
yeah.
that by his own admission recently has done heinous things to children and old women. So just
I mean, yeah. Wouldn't but using this logic mean that, like, why wouldn't this work the other way around then?
well, it would. That's the thing, and that's the problem. That's the problem with this type of logic, is that because it
Right.
does work the exact same way, it cuts the same way all the freaking time, and it just results in these atrocities over and over and over and over. And that's
Right.
this is the frustrating thing. This is the
Right.
frustrating thing, is this guy's out here going like, oh
Because
man, it's terrible. They did all these bad things to us, which it's like, yeah, bad things have been done. Totally agree. Willing to stand on your side to call out those things.
right.
If you
So
do more bad things, you justify more bad things happening to you by this.
I mean, I think somebody like this would tell me, like, how could it work the other way around? Obviously, the Palestinian people are surrounded by a bigger power that is Israel's military, and they are the weak, and Israel is the strong. So obviously, the person who has the upper hand, and it is Israel. So so they
Sure.
consider the Palestinian people would be the victim. Okay, but then I would say, well, based on your own logic, let's zoom out a little bit and look at where Israel is and what
Mhm.
Israel is surrounded by,
Sure.
and how many millions of Arabs around Israel. What Israel is surrounded by Arab countries, many of which would like to completely annihilate and do genocide at every single Jewish person that exists. So maybe zoom out and then see what is the threat that Israel is facing every single day. Because if that logic works here, I mean, I don't like to apply this. I think everything is a lot more nuanced than this.
Mhm.
But if you want to apply that logic, then
Right.
that would also apply to Israel.
Right. And that's, again,
Yeah,
that's where I think so much of the problem is with this type of understanding
yeah,
of the world around us. This is not morality. This is not good, people. This just
right,
perpetuates this type of horrible stuff. And again, results in somebody standing on stage with a seemingly a massive green screen behind him, just saying the most heinous things and praising terrible atrocities happening to children and women by his own admission. Again, just
right.
so yeah, that's where we're at. But
Hmm. Okay, let's see that.
maybe he saves
گناهکاری
it.
بود یا
Let's see. Like the last few seconds, he saves it. Okay, let's see.
ستمکاری بود بر گوسفندان. واقعا رحم
Showing mercy to any of them is nothing short of betrayal of to the Palestinians. I think that's what it means, to the of the Palestinians. Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally
Okay.
saying, he's literally advocating for just, again, not me, YouTube, not in the freaking slightest, me, this guy on screen here. He is advocating for just slaughtering all Jews. That's just what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
کردن به تک تک اینها چیزی جز خیانت به مردم فلسطین نیست.
All right. So that was that. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to give you an example of what is being fed to people on the TV, but happily, I mean, the good thing is that it doesn't sell very well
Right.
among the Iranian people.
It's good.
Yeah. So that's
They're
a
too smart.
disadvantage.
They're too smart for that crap.